All right, hello. Haiku back here for another historic Pauper playthrough on the Midweek Magic going on. So as discussed earlier in my Kiln Fiend video, which ended up being a little bit rambly, this is one of the decks that I like playing that is less viable in a best of three format, but in a best of one, I kind of like it a little bit more. Obviously, it's very, very built for anti-creature. So if we hit any of the control or combo decks that don't involve creatures or generally don't have creatures until the turn that they go off, I can face a lot of trouble. But overall, for people unfamiliar, there's this card that gives perpetual deathtouch, which combos really well with these cards that deal damage when they enter the battlefield to any target, including the opponent's creatures. And then Faceless Agent is another MTGA arena only card that you can use to fetch up the most prevalent creature type, which in this deck I've built it so Rat is the one that will get pulled up, which is this familiar. And then after this familiar is pulled out of the deck, then you have these 9 cards that benefit from giving perpetual death touch. And then some ways to abuse the recursion is these Feign Death / Undying Malice. They're the same exact card, so I just split it 2 and 2. Along with a ninjutsu, any type of ninjutsu, although this is the cheapest ninjutsu in these colors, plus the lifelink is kind of relevant in this deck. It can kind of get a little bit behind because it kind of takes a little while to get set up, which I hope to illustrate in these games. So let's start getting a cue. So I kind of like these like unique to arena cards that allow for a different flavor of Pauper than you otherwise could see. This card is actually pretty good early, as long as, again, I'm facing a creature deck, or is also good against the combo decks of the format too, that involve playing like Chatterstorm or Mogwarts combo. So, and then this can find my rat. So I think this is a pretty good starting hand. I will probably eventually find a red. I'm going to go ahead and slam my Trespasser's Curse. Definitely want to target the opponent. Interesting, I didn't realize. Huh. You can target yourself with this, and there's a lot of combos because you can trigger life gain on yourself. Interesting. Let's just continue developing our mana. And then hopefully, I talked about this problem with, I use Faceless Agent in a lot of decks to try to search out combo pieces that are creatures. So I'm going to get 2 damage afraid off that. And so this has a chance to hit itself, unfortunately. So right now it's... oh, I didn't realize this was a rat as well. I'm going to have to make some changes with the deck building. I can't play more rats. This was just a last minute, or not a last minute. This was a more recent change to the deck where I added these. I thought they would synergize well with the deck, but if they're going to cause you to not bring your combo up, they're definitely not worth it. So I'm going to make that change after this game. Although right now he doesn't have a blocker for a good blocker for my Faceless Agent, so I might be able to get through. I think I'll go ahead and Blisterstick his Vault Scourge. Okay, he's Ancestral Mask, okay. But he put it on a non... Okay, so I'm feeling really good about this. So, not going to be able to get through this turn. It counts each other enchantment, so it's counting this is how it's getting. Alright. I could just chump attack with it and then Undying Malice, but I'd rather just chump block with it. So I can play out this. I was thinking about playing these to try to hit more land drops, but I don't think I need more land drops. So I think I'm just going to go for the play where I try to pull out the correct rat. Man, this is an unfortunate circumstance. Oh, the opponent has something? Okay. All right. It's a little bit... Oh, I could have attacked. I'm just not paying attention here. Although I still probably want to block. Although I don't know if the opponent's going to give me the chance now. Giving it flying. Unfortunate. It's getting quite large in charge. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and attack. I'll probably ninjutsu. I can also Undying Malice if he blocks my Blisterstick Shaman. But my primary goal is to get a Death Toucher before this guy grows too big. I wouldn't be able to play out the Faceless Agent anyways this turn. So I think I'm okay spending my mana doing this. So let's, guess we're gonna do this no matter what, where we might not ninjutsu, depending on what the opponent responds with. Okay. Let's see if we can gain some valuable life. Nope. Okay. Alright, let's go again and try to kill the Vault Scourge. Spend another protection spell. These protection spells don't really scare me. This protection spell that stops the Death Touching Blisterstick from killing his Myconid is going to be the scary thing. So I'm just got to avoid that. So now I'm just thinking about the chances. So I have 3 Faceless Agents in the deck that I can hit. I have 1 more ambush. Oh no, the ambusher's in my hand. So I have a 3 out of 7 chance to not hit and a 4 out of 7 chance to hit. So and I still have 1 more turn to live. So that's good. All right. So let's 3 out of 7 chance. Go, go, go. There we go. All right. Let's go ahead and attack with my ground game. I guess I can keep the Blisterstick back. Just in case he wants to attack with his Jewel Thief. I have a chump blocker. I have a chump blocker, and then I also have a Death Toucher in play. So let's go ahead and damage. I could have gained a little bit more life, but I think I just want to get a blocker in play. Definitely my guy. All right, so he has 2 cards in hand. 1 card in hand. And he spent it. Okay, great. So I can kill the Myconid, and then I can do like some lifelink shenanigans with that one. So let's go ahead and trade off here. Let's eat that. And he doesn't trample over for the win. Okay. This is all good to me. All right. So let's go ahead and kill this while we have the chance. Oh, I forgot that triggers his random token. That's gonna annoy me on the blocks. Because I could have ninjutsu'd this in. Okay. Gain a little bit more life. or I want to be able to ninjutsu my Death Toucher, so let's go ahead and not ninjutsu this turn. I guess he's going to be most assuredly block next turn. So that was probably not the play. I probably should have just had a higher buffer. Yeah, is this lethal? Okay, it's not lethal, thank God. That would have been feeling bad. Alright, so can't present lethal. Let's go ahead and attack in. What do you want to trade with, opponent? Nothing. Well, that sounds good to me. No cards in hand, so I'm going to kill his Vault Scourge. Alright, so the ninjutsu plan is coming together. It's just unfortunate that I didn't catch that the creature type was a rat. So now the Vault Scourge dies, and I'm under no pressure. I forgot to play this. Alright. And the opponent's pretty locked out. He can't really make attacks or blocks because of my Trespasser's Curse. Alright, let's make those changes. Yeah. I think Ninja and Rat have a lot of overlaps because there's also the Okiba gang Shinobi is also a rat. And I think I caught that when I was deck building, but I didn't catch that the artifact was a rat ninja. Where's the deck? Gosh, here it is. Okay, so let's edit. So slight deck building error there. I should have gone back and checked the creature types. So with that being not a viable option, do I want to play a little bit more land? So I have 20 land. I could play... Alright, let me just hedge, and I'll add one of these, and I'll add another land, which I think... Go for a fetch land. I think I'll just go for an untapped land. I think it's fine. So I am a little bit weaker to burn and stuff. Do I want to have any other lifeline? Well, let me just check ninjutsu. Ninjutsu. It's not a rat, I guess, but it's a cheap ninjutsu. Oh, and this is bugged, so I don't want to play with that. Hopefully we don't run into any of that, or hopefully it was updated during the day. Do I want to play Azra Ninja? You know what? I have one of them. Might as well play one of them. All right, let's go back and cut one more Feign Death. But I still am a little bit worried about life. I mean, that's why I play these, is because they don't count as a creature for the Faceless Agent, so it doesn't interfere with what it searches up, but it does gain life. And then this gains life, and I guess this gains life. So I have a little bit of life gain in the lands and stuff. Probably not enough for a dedicated... Oh, I have too many cards here. A dedicated aggro burn deck, but I think it's going to be enough. All right, so I think that saves it. I guess we'll see. So, yeah. So basically, I mean, the whole point of the numbers having three of those different creature types is because you don't. You really want the familiar first, and then you want the random pingers to be drawn. So hopefully now it will correctly search out what I'm looking for. With this kind of hand, without a 2-drop, I'm actually going to turn 1 the Reckoner Raid, and then I'll hold off. Does that change my plan? I don't think so. I think I want to get a random 2/2 into play as soon as possible. Presumably this is like a zombie or mono black aggro list, so I want to have blockers in, so it's a green black, probably sack deck. A lot of good stuff to be playing with that. I think I want to have my Bojuka Bog available because it is relevant against these kind of decks. So it's unfortunate that I drew a 2-drop and I used my untap land, so I'm wasting a mana this turn. All right. So I can Forge Devil this and trade basically, or I can just Dust Legion Zealot and trade. I think that's probably better. Yeah, let's do that. He probably has like a random, what do you call it? He probably has Deadly Dispute as well to kill my Zealot. That's fine. Alright, sure. So he has infinite treasures. So let's see what 6-drop he has in store for me. The nice part about this deck is, as long as it's a creature, I will eventually be able to deal with it. Once I draw into my Death Toucher. It's not going to do it. Let's see if he has a 4-drop as well. I wonder, so maybe he's going to use treasures for something? There's a couple cards that benefit if you use as treasure to cast them. This is kind of all over the place. I'm skeptical. I'm going to hold these since I want to be able to kill something. So unfortunately this turn, I'm going to play this and then hopefully an untap land so I can... Okay, well now I can find my rat. Let's go ahead and exile his graveyard. Ended up not being relevant, but whatever. I guess next turn I can play both of these and ping down a 2-power creature, or 2-toughness creature. So yes, that gets through. Do I want to stem the tide a little bit? Sure. Might be a little bit too premature to, but I'm about to get my combo online. I think it's fine to start jumping a little bit early. Plus, he's not attacking back. This one has Vigilance. Okay, so did it right. So found my combo. So now I just have to wait till, well, next turn I can throw this down and then probably doing the Blisterstick. Because the intention is to recur this a couple times from the graveyard and stuff like that, and with the ninjutsu, the one ninjutsu guy that I added. This dealing 1 damage to you can add up a little bit. All right, I'll let that through. I'm not going to chump block when I can actually power through it next turn. It's funny, he paused, like he thinks that I want to chump block. I definitely don't want to chump block. Right, so let's kill the Jewel Thief. Okay, yeah, so this kind of card, that kind of brings it back. But one thing is that I won't be able to hold up the Undying Malice this turn if I play the Blisterstick, so I think I'm actually going to go for the Forge Devil. So let's kill his Jewel Thief. So, yeah, I'm at 11 life. Just so likely for him to have a -1/-1. So I think I am going to take the hit on my life total a little bit here. Let's go ahead and kill his Jewel Thief. Attack in with the Faceless Agent, start getting my clock on. And then if he attacks in with the Hive Master, I'm blocking with my Familiar. If he plays a creature pre-combat, then I'm blocking with the Forge Devil and then Undying Malicing it. All right, so let's hopefully that. And the nice part too is about holding this up is he might end up going for my Familiar. Okay, that's fine. I like that he's doing it pre-combat.
because now has less mana up, and I can go for the Wombo combo. Do I want to do it though? I could also block with the Familiar and Undying Malice that. I think I'm fine. Let's go ahead and block with the Forge Devil. All right, do you have a response to this? You don't. Ooh, feels bad, man. Bye-bye. So, glad this is game 2. I got the combo off, able to show it off. So let's go ahead and pick off his 1/1 and attack in. At this point, I guess I can just hold up my Reckoner's Bargain and stuff. It looks like he has some sort of response, so that's why I'm like thinking about not playing my Wellspring right now. You know what, if he wants to take out one of my random creatures, drawing a couple extra cards when I have this to play, I think is more valuable. And I get a land drop. Right opponent, discard. Let's go ahead and get rid of the Dispute. I'll value the life gain a little bit more. Do you have something else? All right. So let's start by drawing a ton of cards, gaining 2 life. Probably going to just fire off the Skeleton Archer against his 1 toughness again. Like that as a draw to again pad my life total. Yep, I am doing it up. So hopefully you can see the power of these kind of quirkier decks with these kind of focused game plans, but they're not the typical game plan. Kind of an odd, like combo-y Johnny Spiky type business. And I don't think they're too irregular. I think a lot of these creature-based combos or creature-based maybe synergy decks are powered up by the Faceless Agent. Searching up when I deck build correctly. Yeah, see this. So you'll be able to see now this game. You'll be able to see the first Faceless Agent either finds another Faceless Agent or it finds the rat, and then the second Faceless Agent finds one of the other pieces that can ping the opponent. So that would benefit from the rat giving it perpetual death touch. And then these cards just mean that whatever card has perpetual death touch ends up coming back again and again and again. But again, this really only works when you're playing not a best of 3 and not sideboarded game, when the sideboard can just, a Relic of Forgiveness can shut down this plan. All right, red deck, I like the looks of that. Feel like it's likely to be creature-based, and I'm likely to be able to overpower it. Okay, a little bit scarier that it's burn-based, because now I have to go a little bit quicker. Alright, so let's start, rather than drawing blind, I'm going to start trying to find my combo. Okay, there's step 1, as anticipated. And this will be step 2, and then hopefully I will have the combo in hand, and then... But it's going to be a couple turns, so it's going to be 2 cycles of untapped Thermal Alchemist. So I kind of feel like my life total is in danger. This is not good. I don't like these decks that combine Burn with Festival Crusher, because this really wants you to play the double strike. So if you see my Kiln Fiend deck from this morning, that really benefits from the double striking, where this doesn't benefit from pumping up your creatures. So it's definitely at odds in the deck. Okay, so let's search up my other piece. And then I'm just going to throw my 2 creatures in front of Festival Crasher. Okay, it's unfortunate that this is the piece because I still haven't drawn enough lands to make that relevant. So, yeah. This irks me. Yeah, because like, what if he only drew a Thermal Alchemist? Then the Ancestrals don't do anything. I mean, they cycle, that's fine, but they don't do anything like this, where you have a 4/3 Trampler really bearing down on the opponent. So, yeah. So now that he's tapped out, he doesn't have a double strike spell available, and he already has first strike. I'm probably gonna let this through. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's not fine, but I don't think I'm better off trying to jump block. So let's get down this to gain some life. Let's get down the Place with Familiar, and hopefully we'll draw a land, or maybe draw a cheaper kills, a cheaper pinger. Unfortunate. So I think we just go ahead and death touch up my Skeleton Archer, even though it's not ideal. Skeleton Archer, submit. Let's gain some life, please. And these aren't going to get through for any damage, so let's go ahead and keep them back and likely throw them in front of the Festival Crasher if he has 2 untapped mana. Okay, and that's reassuring. Alright, he's going to take a turn off, and then I can kill his Kiln Fiends, is probably what I'm going to go for first. Nice, untapped land. That was a super lucky draw. So, yeah, I'm at 13 life, so I think I go for... These are more explosive. This is going to kill me in the long run. I can trigger with that. I can trigger and kill one of the Alchemists in the future. So I think I take down one of these. These just represent so much damage really quickly that I need to get like a couple turns. I'm just kind of worried that eventually this is going to kill me. Alright, at a virtual 9 life with any spell, he takes some virtual 7. So yeah, I think with my next Skeleton Archer, I'm going to have to take down the Thermal Alchemists. Hopefully he gives me a chance to trade off right now. Unfortunate part will be is if I have to throw my Skeleton Archer into the mix here. I like that he doesn't have anything else. Okay, what's your last card in hand? Oh, he has me dead. I'm like thinking about it. All right. GG's. All right, so I think I continue like the 2-in-1 streak, other than the Kiln Fiend just absolutely crushing people. Exacxies, wow. Or I guess he didn't have me exactly. He had me way dead with his alchemists. All right. Well, like I said, with the reason why I wanted those Rat Ninjas is the lifelink. It would have come in clutch against that kind of deck. Let's do one more with this. I think a couple of these games were non-games that. Let's show it off one more time. So I got a little bit of life gain. I did draw the one of the curse that I can get down on turn 3 at least. So I think this is fine. The other weakness of this deck is against hexproof creatures.
you would think that Death Touch does okay, but most of the spells like Ethereal Armor and other spells give first strike, so Death Touch really isn't very good, or isn't good enough against those kind of decks. Opponent. So I'm getting a lot of views on these videos. I'm really appreciative. Hopefully my enthusiasm for the format comes through. That's probably why people are watching, I think. And I'm really trying to, play multiple archetypes to see what people fancy and highlight these weird strategies of these arena-only cards. I think we're going to have to end up doing another game because this looks like another non-game. Oh yeah, I think it just punted to me because the opponent didn't make a mulligan decision. Oh wait, he's there. Opponent is alive! Yay! So I have another choice to run out the Forge Devil and trade away. If he plays another 1 toughness, I'll probably kill that one. And then if he wants to run his Shambling Gas into mine, that's fine. And we can play the Reckoner Raid at a different time. All right. I'll probably play this first before I get out the Reckoner Raid, so it's going to be a couple turns delayed. Got the combo in hand, so I could run out the Familiar as well. If it looked like he was going to play some big creatures, I think I would do that. And again, the Familiar can put a stop to the bleeding. Yeah, you know what? I think overall, playing the Familiar... I just thought about that it's 1 toughness, so it's probably not going to live anyways to block. Let's go ahead and play the Curse. Curse the opponent. I'm still thinking about the fact that it doesn't make you target an opponent. So you could target yourself, and you could get a enter the battlefield trigger. It comes out life neutral, but the whole thing is it gives you a life gain trigger. Oh, that's funny. So it didn't really matter what I played. All right, let's go ahead and I just was about to slam it, but then I realized that he can kill it. So let's go ahead and make this the better one, because I feel like the Shaman is likely not to live very long, and he hasn't shown a big creature that is going to matter. For 1 toughness is going to be enough to kill it. Okay, I accept ramping you up to 5 life, 5 mana. Man, this opponent with this enchantment hate. What's going on? Okay. Do I take the trade? I really don't want to take the trade. I'm going to be greedy. Let's try to get up to 4 mana first. Take 1 additional point of damage. Yay! Alright. Black. The color pie hasn't been skewed so far that black has answers to artifacts yet. I actually kind of like it. Black being able to answer enchantments, but it is, I think, very funny. Alright. If the opponent was paying attention, he'll know that this wasn't the one that I gave Death Touch to, so he'll know I have another creature in my hand. But since I'm only killing a 1 toughness creature, I think he got so mad because this is a card that Sparky plays. So I think he got just so mad that he's going to get crushed by a Sparky card. All right, that was fun. I'm going to move on to some other decks, but let me know in the comments if you want to see more of of Death Touch pingers, and I can pull out the deck again. It's always a little quirky and fun.